Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. What up, you mother suckers? It's crack-a-lacking. What's bubbling? What's going on? How are you? How do you feel? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? What are you feeling? That reminds me of these girls one time. I was hanging out with some friends of mine, and these girls I knew were there. And he was like, "Oh, where you guys going?" She's like, "Oh, we're going to Starbs. You want to go?" I was like, "Fuck is Starbs?" Turns out it's Starbucks. I didn't know that. I didn't speak Valley Girl. We're going to like Starbs. What are you guys gonna do? Starbs. What the fuck? So when you hear that, people, I mean Starbucks. I didn't know that. Tammy, you're right. Hit that like, people. Get your ass over there. Hit that like. What's going on, everyone? The comment section. Fucking glasses are pissing me off. They won't get clean. I understand. I'm using that stupid little cloth they give you with the glasses. It's better. I guess that'll work. Mm, what a day it's gonna be. I got a good gun. I saw this other story. Let's see. Oh, what the fuck? Uh, boy, I tell you. I have the story. Hold on, I'll get it. It's a good one. Let's see. All right, cool. Yeah. Got a good gun. But I saw another one. Check this shit out. So I see this other story, and it's just a little clip. And it's a man and a woman. And the woman is talking about how her daughter was in her room sleeping, and a guy breaks into her room, only wearing his underwear. Hold on, this is pissing me off. These fucking glasses. Anyway, so her 12-year-old daughter's in her room in the middle of the night, and there's a man. Hold on. Lewis Laplam. Jericho, use dish liquid soap, and paper towel to clean your glasses with cold running water. That's what I do. Okay, cool. Thank you. Now, I need the advice from the OG, triple OG eyeglass wearers. I only started wearing eyeglasses like 2 years ago when I turned 40. For some reason, 3 days after I turned 40, my eyes said, fuck you. So here we are. So thanks for the advice, Lewis. So I see this story, and it's a mom and her and this man and woman is sitting there, and the woman talks about how her daughter was in her room in the middle of the night, and some man came in her room, and he was half naked. He was standing there in her room in his underwear. And then you hear the guy say, yeah, that's when I gave his ass 6 shots. So I'm like, this is a perfect good gun story. You got a little girl, she's in her room. Some pervert comes in there wearing only his underwear to do God knows what to her. And the dad comes in and saves the day and shoots this bastard 6 times. Perfect. But that was just a little clip I saw. So I look into the story. Man, this story should be under horrible gun. So it turns out the pervert that broke into the girl's bedroom, who broke into their house, was their neighbor, who was some heroin addict. And before he walked in her room, he stripped down to his underwear and was in her room. The little girl she went under the covers and texted her mom and stuff. And I'm thinking, texted her mom? What are you texting her in the next room? Why don't you just yell for her? So it turns out the girl and her 3 sisters were at home alone, or home with the boyfriend. Actually, They were home with the mom and her boyfriend. It wasn't even her dad. So I'm like texting, why don't you just scream, mom, or whoever the fuck, whatever the fuck your mom's boyfriend's name is. So she texts her mom, and then she looks from under the covers and sees where he is, and he's in a position where she has a way to get out. So she runs out of the room, goes to get her mom. The mom's boyfriend confronts the guy in the kitchen and starts beating him with a broom and other objects. He said, I was hitting him with whatever I could get my hands on. And you see a picture of the guy, and it turned out to be their neighbor, their next door neighbor. Some frail ass heroin addict. He dropped some heroin on the ground and he was taking his pants off. Criminal record, the whole nine. You see his mugshot. He's a sucked up, little emaciated fucking junkie. So I'm like, what do you mean? Maybe, I don't know. Was it because it's just his girlfriend's kids and who knows how long he's been with them? Maybe he hasn't bonded with them. Maybe, I don't know. But why would you be hitting somebody with a broom? What are you, a fucking old lady trying to get a cat out of your garden or some shit? Or a broom? And he saw I'm hitting him with whatever I could. So then it says the mom hands him a gun. Like this is a wrestling match, and she's sliding a steel chair under the bottom rope. She gives him a gun, and then he shoots at the guy 6 times. So when he said I gave him 6 shots, he didn't even hit him 6 times. I get the everything's happening fast and adrenaline. Look, man, if we're standing in my kitchen, no kitchen's that fucking big to where you can't hit some guy when you're shooting at him. And I'm like, a broom? You fucking little drug-addled junkie. I'm going to take my left hand and grab you by your throat, your shirt, whatever I can get. And then my right hand, I'm going to grab the crotch of your pants. And whether I get pants or your balls in there, I don't care. And I'm going to pick you up over my head and I'm going to throw you through the fucking window. Hopefully the glass and stuff will cut you up. I don't know. I'm going to meet you outside and we're going to finish this altercation. And I'm going to make your cranium touch everything in the front yard. Are you kidding me? You're getting suplexed, DDT'd. I'm stomped. There's no way this junkie is leaving alive. I caught you in my girlfriend's daughter, 12-year-old daughter's room, and I'm going to take a broom and whatever I can find and hit you with it and then shoot 6 times and miss? He missed. It's like, man, if I ever do a segment called Terrible Gun, this is the first story I'm going to do. Man, you are a disgrace to men everywhere. And just the adrenaline and the anger I know the anger I have inside of me. I know it well. And to have an opportunity to unleash it all on a junkie who's half naked in your girlfriend's daughter's room, this is a godsend. This came from heaven. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, baby Jesus, Allah, Buddha, all them Indian gods with the 2 heads and the 8 arms. Thank you all for this delicious meal that I'm about to receive, because I'm going to fuck this junkie up bad. His family's going to be like, I don't know if that's him. We got to wait till the swelling goes down. I don't even know if that's him. I can't recognize him. I was like, you motherfucker. You shot 6 times and missed? Bruh, that is a gift from the heavens for a dope fiend, for a skinny ass pervert junkie to find him, not only find him in your home, but find him before he can do any damage, before he can harm that girl. Nothing happened to her. I'm sure she's scared as shit. She'll have some problems sleeping and all that, but she was not harmed. She was not touched. So you got to this fool before he could do any real damage, and you grab a broom. A broom? Yeah, I grab a broom, all right. I ain't going to hit you with it. About to make you into a fucking human popsicle. You're gonna have a handle. Mark Neal, I know they keep fogging up. It's pissing me off. Isn't there some anti-fog shit you can put on your glasses? No fog or whatever the fuck it's called. Man, I could not believe that shit. I was like, what? What? I'm glad Amanda Mitchell, how soy of him. I'm glad I was able to do the research and not just take it off of the clip I saw. Because the clip made it sound good. Sound like we caught this pervert, shot his ass 6 times. No. You throwing fucking cups and plates at him and brooms and shit. I broke that junkie in half. All this frustration and shit I got inside of me, I don't know if you could snap a human in half, but I'd give it a shot. You shot at him. You missed him. So if you missed him, where did the bullets go? These people. Scott Calais, thank you for the Hamilton, man. You are the super chat cherry popper. You have broken the financial hymen. Happy New Year's Eve, JG chat fam. Gonna go soft on the financial hymen. You did, and I thank you, man. I thank you because you've been the super chat cherry popper before, and you took it easy. Hold on a second, guys. I'm tired of these glasses. Here we go. Anyway, let's see who else is hooking up some coin. I could not believe that shit. That fool said, "Yeah, I gave him 6 shots." No, you gave the furniture and the surrounding structure 6 shots, but you never hit that fucking dummy. What a shame. What a disgrace. I wonder if she's still with him, or did she break up with him because he wasn't shit? J954, thank you. You're 42? It's true what they say about black don't crack. Yeah, I guess so, man. Yeah, I'm every bit of 42. Turned 42 this past November. I got a few gray hairs, not a lot. I got enough where I can still count them. Hasn't gotten out of control yet, but it's coming. Bryant Lawson, thank you. Am I the only person that notices the increase in adults wearing pajamas in public? Expect teenagers, but adults? I've seen people in robes, no shame. Hey, man, you struck a nerve with me, Bryant Lawson. I think if I was King Jericho Green, one of my first decrees would be to jail people who go out in pajama bottoms. Teenagers, I mean, there's no excuse. You teenager, maybe I'll put you in a work camp for a weekend or something, or you got to pick up trash on the side of the highway. Something's going to happen to you because no one's life is so fast paced that you need to go to the grocery store in pajamas or go to the mall in pajamas or get food or something in pajamas. If if there's an emergency in the middle of the night or at nighttime, hey, you got to do what you got to do. Maybe you don't have time to put on some clothes because, it's an emergency. But when I run into you at the grocery store, that's not an emergency or somewhere to get food or drinks. That's not an emergency. Fucking Pieology, it's this pizza place near here. That's not an emergency. So your life isn't happening so quickly that you don't have time to put pants on. It just isn't. Especially if you're a teenager. What responsibility do you have? But adults wearing PJs in public? Nah, man. I mean, something's got to happen. You got to be fined. You got to be cited. You got to get some kind of citation. Maybe if you're a repeat offender, we flog you a couple times. I don't know, but this pajamas in public shit is disgusting. That shit, I don't know. I can't help it, but when I see a woman in public, an adult woman in public with pajamas on, it just makes me think that you have poor vaginal hygiene. Am I wrong? I don't know. But pajama, like what the fuck? You just rolled out of bed, probably didn't brush your teeth or wash your face, and you just brought that steamed clam out here, and you're fuck. Ew! Put some pants on, woman. And if you're a dude, that's even worse. You're going to jail. King Jericho, you're going to jail. You're going to do hard time. You got to bust rocks for 30 days. You're a grown-ass man out in public in your fucking pajama pants. You should be pantsed and pushed over. Joe Mello, thank you for the Hamilton. Happy New Year, JG and chat family. Jericho, are you getting a lot of rain today? Yes, we are. It's going to be raining and storming till Sunday. I'm here in Fairfield, and it's hella humid, like 60 degrees. Feels like we're in the tropics. Crazy weather. Yeah, man, I haven't been outside yet today, but yeah, it's storming. Leaves everywhere. Trees are blowing. It's crazy, but it's cool. I like the rainy weather. Stay inside. Chill. Yeah, getting tons of rain here, man. So much rain right now. We're getting like so much rain right now. It's precipitating so hard. DJ John T. 200. Damn, I don't know what that is in American money, but I thank you. Thank you very much. Good damn evening, Americans. Greeting from Sweden, yeah. Can I get a shout out? Yeah, man, for sure. Tomorrow, it's our wedding anniversary. 12 years ago, I married the most beautiful woman on earth. Love you all and have a really happy new year. Yeah, man, that's awesome. Congratulations. But I challenge what you said. You said you married the most beautiful woman on earth, but I thought I did that. Well, I guess we just have to go our separate ways on that one. But congratulations, man. That's awesome. 12 years in the game. 12 years in the marriage game. Do you guys have kids? Was it a big wedding? Ours wasn't a big wedding. We had a destination wedding. We had probably 20 people at our wedding. We got married in Hawaii. Because a good reason for a destination wedding, a couple of good reasons. Number one, it keeps the cost down. And number two, you have your inner circle, the people who are most important to you, because those are the ones who are going to make the trip. All the people you're not that close to, well, they invited me to their wedding 10 years ago. You know, those people where you feel some kind of guilt that you have to invite them to the wedding because they invited you to theirs or they did something kind for you. Cuts all those people out. They're not going to make the flight. But all your real ones, they'll be there. And that's who you want, really. I've been to weddings with hundreds of people, and it's great. It's great for the guests. They're having a great time eating all kinds of good food and dancing and music and open bars. Great. But the people getting married, you don't get to enjoy it because you're walking around shaking 200 sets of hands. But congratulations, man. And here's to 12 more to you and your beautiful wife and your kids if you have them. All right, got one more in here and we can get this party started. On my new laptop, shout out to my wife, she got it for me for Christmas. The picture looks different here to me. I don't know if it looks different to you guys. Space Trucking LLC. Thank you for the twomp. Merry New Year to you and your family, JG. Thanks for a great year. Looking forward to the next. Shout out to my fellow Americans. Yeah, fuck all the Americans. It's all about the Americans. What up? And of course, the Merry New Year is from Trading Places. That African character that Eddie Murphy was playing. instead of Happy New Year, he says Merry New Year. And the guy goes, Clarence Beeks tells him it's Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Ah, thank you for correcting my English, which stinks. Damn, Kate putting us all to shame. She says, I've been married since 1980. That's going on 43 years. Hey, DJ John T, did you guys have a big wedding? Was it a gang of Swedish people up in there getting their party on? My brother had a big wedding, huge wedding, nice hotel where we had a limo ride to the service and everything. He did it big. Yeah, Adam Smith, beef jerky time. It's Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Ah, thank you for correcting my English, which stinks. J954. Thank you again. He says, I also had a destination wedding. Lived in Michigan, got married on South Beach. 42 people, very nice. Also had a destination divorce. Oh, well, all good. Damn. Damn. Well, yeah, I forgot about those. Those destination divorces. Try to avoid those if you can, kids. Damien, thank you. Thank you for the £5. JG, I know you only care about the US, but thank you for fighting the good fight daily. What happens there impacts the rest of us. Love from France. Oh, so that's €1. You said €5. Hey, man, I don't only care about the US. I care about the US the most. Of course, any person would care the most about their own country. But yeah, you're right. When we do well, the world does well. And you guys got fucking President Macaroon over there. What's his name? Macron. Didn't somebody slap him? Yeah, I think some woman or somebody, he was somewhere and somebody walked into him and slapped the shit out of him. I'm like, man, you need to have a meeting with your security team because you shouldn't let no woman come up here and slap me, man. What the fuck? But I don't only care about America, but I definitely care about America the most. As I'm sure you care most about France. Greg McNeely, lutefisk is thrown in sweet instead of rice. No, it's not, Greg. No, it's not. It is not. That would hurt to be throwing pieces of fish at people. DJ John T says 200 SEK, S-E-K. I don't know what that stands for, but Swedish money is about $20. That's cool, man. Whatever it is. I don't care. Whatever it is, man. I don't care if you give me 20 cents. Rome 13. I'm Inga from Sweden. Will you help me with my rucksack? And she takes her backpack off and pushes her titties in his face. After he finds out, remember his butler Coleman was playing the drunk priest. He's Sweden, isn't that lederhosen? And when he figures out they're full of shit, he pulls a gun on him and he goes, no more Swedish meatballs, and no more goddamn jerky beef. Compost Corner, shit. He's been married since 1985. Shout out to Compost Corner, man. I got your email. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate your continued support of whatever I'm doing here. Oh yeah, Adam Smith, that's right. Thank you for correcting my English, which stings. He's doing all this fucking loud ass, obnoxious singing in there. Man, that's a great movie. That is a great movie. Oh, Swedish Krona. That's what it's called. Chozo Ghost. I didn't see it, man. I'll look. I ain't allergic to nobody's money. Shit. Gimme. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. It's right before J954. Excuse me. Chozo Ghost, thank you. Trying to decide which birthday gun I want to get. Been watching the Winchester SXP Extreme Defender, but lately Beretta 92FS been calling out for me. I don't know, man. I would be leaning more toward the Beretta 92 FS because the Beretta 92, that was not the FS, but the Beretta 92 was used by the military for a long time. And also, it was Riggs's gun and Lethal Weapon. So I got a bit of nostalgia with the Beretta 92. I would go with that one. Fuck it, Chozo Ghost, get them both. Get them both, man. It's America. Fuck it, I want them all. Get them both, man. Not only is this America, it's your birthday. Man, treat yourself. If he don't treat you, then who will? Yeah, it was, man. It was, yeah, you're right. The sidearm for ages, man. Oh, I will tempt you. Do it. Why not? Don't choose. Just get them both. Life's full of too many damn choices. I know. You should do it. Charles Turner Jr., thank you very much for the 50. Jericho, as an American, I too care most about the USA, but pray for other countries, especially in regards to fighting woke bullshit, where it's often worse. I'm also proud to say I have 17 friends under my jacket, if you know what I mean. I do know what you mean. I do. Here in California, I only have 10. But yeah, I do. And you know, and we apologize to the rest of the world. I apologize on behalf of my stupid ass federal government who started spreading this woke shit throughout the world. They started it. So I apologize to the rest of the world on behalf of those jackasses. Because we didn't. You ask the average American citizen, we don't believe in that shit. We don't think we should be over there fucking with other people's countries and spreading democracy. No, I don't agree with none of that. If it was up to me, unless we're fighting you, and unless you're some kind of an ally, you know, like a World War II ally, you know, we have a base over there or something, unless there's a real need for us to be there, you bring them troops right back home. Fuck that. Put them on the border and have those guns facing out. J954, thank you again. Chozo Go, Century Arms AP5 with Omega 9K silencer. Shit. I want one of those for my birthday, too. But yeah, you ask any American citizen, we don't believe in that shit. We don't want our government going over there fucking with anybody. We got enough damn problems here we could use our own military for. How are we going to spread democracy? Where? Because that works, right? How long were we in the fucking desert? How long were we in that damn sandbox? 20 years? What did we change? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So that shit's ridiculous. It was the Dukes. It was the Dukes. You're a dead man, Valentine. Love that damn movie. Anyway, guys, got me all sidetracked and shit. You got my mouth ready for a steak. Here we go. Good gun. Sex offender who shot deputy killed in shootout with homeowner. Perfect. We got rid of a pervert. A registered sex offender who authorities said shot a Taylor County deputy Tuesday night was killed in a shootout with a homeowner just hours later. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement said Gregory Ryan Midema, weird name, 33, shot Deputy Troy Anderson at least 3 times during a traffic stop around 10 p.m. Anderson was flown to UF Health Shands Hospital, where he's currently in stable condition. Good, so the cop didn't die. Shortly after the shooting, a Florida blue alert was issued for Midema, who's listed on a sex offender registry from the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office. The alert notifies the public when a law enforcement officer is killed, seriously hurt, or missing, and a suspect is still at large. So it's kind of like an Amber Alert for grown-ups, for perverts. Authorities said that just hours later, Midema broke into a home in nearby Dixie County around 7:30 a.m. Wednesday and exchanged gunfire with the homeowner. The homeowner stated he exchanged gunfire with an armed suspect after the suspect entered his home. Dixie County Sheriff Darby Butler said. The FDLE said Midema was shot and killed by a homeowner. The incident was that occurred last evening with Deputy Anderson, as well as the incident that occurred in Dixie County as a private residence was committed by the same individual, said FDLE Special Agent Mark Perez. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement posted on social media Wednesday morning the blue alert. So the pervert, let's see. Sarasota County Sheriff's Office said Midema was convicted in 2011 while serving in the U.S. Army of lewd, lascivious battery, intercourse with a victim 12 to 15, and possession of child porn. Oh my goodness. So he was a grade A multi-layered piece of shit. He was sentenced to 78 months in prison, followed by 2 months of probation. That worked out good. So hold on a second. You could have lewd and lascivious battery charges with a victim 12 to 15, and you only get 78 months? That's not good enough. That's not good enough. How about um, death? How about you don't get to play on the community playground anymore? You can't be out here with us anymore. You can't be out here with all the regular human beings because you've proven yourself to be a monster. And what happens to monsters? Monsters must be destroyed. If you're back in the day, if you're a horse and you stepped in a gopher hole and broke your leg, they're about to blow your brains out. But this guy can be a monster against a human in 78 months and 2 months probation, and then you're free to go. Well, I'm glad the cop didn't die, and I'm glad that fool did die, because that's exactly what lewd and lascivious perverts deserve. The only bad thing is it was a gunshot and it was quick. I'm more of the long-term, drawn-out punishment, days if we can. What do? One of the best tortures I've ever heard of. I don't know the name of it, but they put a rat or a few rats or a couple rats, I don't know, on your stomach, and then how does it go? It's something where they put the rats on your stomach and they put something over it. So the only way that the rat, and it's, I think it's something to do with fire, like they burn something or something to where the rat has to get out, and the only way the rat can get out is to eat its way through your stomach. Perfect. Love it. Get the animals involved. It's great. Or drowning. That's another good one. Where they have a post, like a 4x4 post that they put in the water, and they secure it under the water, and then they tie somebody to the post. They put them on the post, and they tie their hands behind their back on the post on low tide, and then slowly the tide rises, and they slowly drown to death. It's great. Mike Herrera, bring back crucifixions. Jordy's Metal Shop, the Brazen Bull, the Rat, Drawn Quarter, Strawman. There's so many. There's so many. Brian King B. Falcon. He says, "What's up, players and playettes?" Don't kick that shit off, Brian King B. Falcon. This has been a player-free chat for a couple days now. I'm very happy about that, but I have a feeling that's going to change real soon. Charles Barker, drowned in bull's milk. Charles, bulls don't have udders. So, oh, I see what you mean. What was that? That movie Kingpin, where he comes in and he's staying with the dude's Amish family, and he comes in with a bucket full of milk, and he has a milk mustache, and he's, "Hey, I milked that cow out there for you guys." He's trying to help, trying to show him that he can be a help to them, because he's trying to convince them to let him take his son to be a bowler. And he says, "I went ahead and milked that cow for you guys out there," and they said, "We don't have a cow." So that wasn't a cow, which means that was not milk, sir. Ugh. I mean, I'm down for warm milk, but not that kind. J954, thank you again. How about bury them up to their head next to the fire ant hill? Yeah. Or you put them out on 4 stakes and you nail them to the ground so they're out, spread eagle, arms out and shit, like they're doing snow angels in the desert. Let the vultures, and the crows pick their guts out and shit, or let them cook out in the sun. There's just a lot of fun things you can do with perverts and monsters in our society. DJ John T, he said, "Did I miss the wood chipper?" No, we're always wood chipper. That's our go-to. That's our go-to, man. All else fails, throw them in the wood chipper. Feet first, by the way. You don't get that head first out of here quick shit. No. We're going to need to get those feet in there so you can feel a little bit of that pain. Mandy Westcott. JG, how about the bamboo torture? Yeah. Sit someone on a bamboo shoot, then let it naturally grow to the light. Ooh. Blinded by the light. Yeah. That's long term. It's going to hurt, pain, anguish. I'm down. Let's do it. I used to watch this show called I Survived. You want to be just creeped out, grossed out. You want to lose what little faith you have left in humanity. Watch I Survived. Holy shit. So there was a story. This lady was 8 months pregnant, and she was working on an industrial fish boat, like one of those deadliest catch type shits. Yeah, dank buds. I Survived is fucked up. I mean, the most horrific things that a human could do to another human being. Um, it'll blow your mind. Lord German Husbando. I marathon I Survived back in 2012. We used to go to my wife's parents every Sunday for dinner and to do our laundry because we lived in an apartment at the time. And our shows we would watch after dinner was Planet Earth and then I Survived. I Survived it changed me. It really lets you know the evil that humans are capable of, and it'll change the way you see the world. So this woman, 8 months pregnant, she's on one of these fishing vessels, and it's really rough. The seas are so rough that they can't fish that day. So they turn it into cleaning day, and we did that in the Navy too. If we didn't have any unreps or anything, then we would clean the ship. Field day is what they call it. Dank Budge at first 48 too. That was crazy. So they're cleaning the ship. They turn off all the power because they have one of the industrial meat grinders on there too. So she had to clean out the meat grinder. Bullshit, all of it. So you cooked up this story and threw us in the meat grinder. So she's cleaning the meat grinder. She's standing inside of it because it's a real big one. And the ship pitches, and somebody was walking by the button to turn on the damn meat grinder. They fell and landed, their body landed against the button and turned on the meat grinder while she was standing inside of it. She said, and all these people who survived this shit are the ones telling the stories, which is why it's called I Survived. So she's telling the story, and she said, when the meat grinder turned on, it grabbed both of my feet, and because it had those bars in there that go like this and turn, then they turn the meat over and have the blades on there, turn the meat over and grind it up. So she says my feet were wrapped around those bars and got twisted up. And she said, I heard a bunch of cracking and popping until it got up to my kneecaps, and then I passed out. So imagine your feet wrapped around something like this, and it's just basically rolling up your foot all the way up to your kneecap. And then you pass out. So that had to take 30 seconds or so. The pain and the anguish, the sound of her bones being crushed and rolled up. I was like, damn. And like I mentioned, she's 8 months pregnant, but her and the baby both survived. So that was great. But I mean, just horrible shit. One girl got kidnapped and raped. The guy cut off both of her arms and threw her down a cliff. She crawled back up the mountain with no hands, low crawling like this, back up to the road. Crazy. But my point is, people who do things like that, perverts who force themselves on other people, that's what needs to happen. You don't get probation. You don't get 78 months. You get dispatched in the worst way we can come up with, period. What do you think that would do to these crimes? What message do you think that would send to criminals? I wonder. Just sick, man. But I do recommend watching I Survived. It is a crazy ass show. I don't even know if it even comes on anymore. But I mean, it honestly changed the way that I see the world. And it really lets you know, oh, some people are demons. Some people are capable of, man. Yeah, Leo Getz says if I'm going into a meat grinder, I'm locking every power source out. But they turned everything off. They turned off they turned off all the machines, and it was just some really, really, really bad luck. That and bad timing that guy went by the right time at the same time the shit pitched. Boom, hit the button, whoopsie daisy, and then starts, grinding up her ankles. Tyrizzle, kill or castrate. I'm all out. I'm all out of castrations. Castrations, no, because castrating them doesn't stop their urges and their desires. It just takes away one of the tools with which they would carry it out. But it's not like you cut their balls off and it's like short circuit. I'm no longer a pervert. No, you just took their balls away and their dick or whatever. They're still a pervert. No, they need to be gone. Now, how about we castrate them first with, like, I don't know, a rusty pocket knife, and then kill them? I'm down. I'm down for any of those things. Any combination of those two. Dang Buzz lobotomy. Yeah, man, these people are monsters. Whatever you want to do. So, mygreengear.com, people. Check it out. Neck Buddy merch, Jericho green cards are coming. I can't wait. Got my favorite shirt on right now. Roger that. Oh, my son told my wife yesterday. So, what were they watching? Oh, it was some movie, and the woman died. So the husband was thinking about killing himself. He was going to kill himself with her because she died. He was going to take his own life because he couldn't bear to live without her. And so my son tells my wife, when I grow up, if my wife dies, I'm going to die with her because I love her. And she goes, oh, yeah, Georgie? And he goes, tells my wife, he goes, if daddy jumps off a cliff, you better jump off a cliff too. It's so funny to see how a child's mind works. Like, he figures, and I think it's a testament to the kind of relationship we've shown him. I think it's because of what we've shown him. Like, we've shown him love. We've shown him what a couple of mother and father are supposed to be like. We've showed him, affect that you're supposed to be affectionate and all those things. And he was like, hey, if dad goes, you better follow. It was so funny when she told me that shit. It's just because a kid's mind is so simple. They don't know that, no, I'm not, just because they die, I'm not going to die with them. I want to live too. And we have kids we need to raise, so we both can't die, or they'll be without both of their parents. He was just like, nah, if he goes, you go. That's how it is. It's, it's, we all like take this death pact or whatever. If you die, I die kind of thing. It was hella funny. And he was like straight face. He's like, well, if daddy jumped off a cliff, you got to jump off of one. So funny, man. Kids are hilarious. They're just fucking, they're just so honest and so, oh man. They're just so pure, man. So just, things are simple. Everything is black and white to a child. I love it. He's like, well, if dad goes, so do you. So just almost like if he dies and you don't, I'm going to kill you. It was hella funny. And then day before yesterday, he goes, I was in the kitchen. He was in the living room. He goes, Dad. And I turn around. He's going like this. And I was about to give him a thumbs up back. And he goes, oh, it's my boy. Oh, heartless and merciless. I love it. Every time he pulls one of his guns on me, give me your money. I was like, no, you're going to shoot me anyway. He's all, you're right. Like, fuck that. You're going to blast me anyway. I'm not going to give you my money and get blasted. And he also, I think I've told you guys this before, but he says instead of someone having special needs, they have special effects. We'll be in public and I'll go, Daddy, does that guy have special effects? Like, yeah, he has special needs. What he calls them, special effects. Oh shit, that's so funny. Okay. Where were we, guys? Oh yes. Russia destroys it. We rebuild it. Duh. I mentioned this shit a couple months ago. I knew it because that's what we do. It's almost like we're just testing out our weapons, foreign country. We're going to bomb you for a little bit of time. We're going to fuck up your whole country. And then we're going to pay to rebuild it. So it's like, were we just testing our weapons out? Like you got sick of testing them out in the deserts of Nevada. You wanted to like try it in a real life scenario with real bodies. So we're going to pick some town or some country to go to war with and we'll fuck you up, but then we pay to rebuild it? That makes no sense to me. And this Ukraine situation is even worse because we didn't fuck Ukraine up and we're going to rebuild you anyway? How is that? That's what we're going to do. They have this company called BlackRock. That's right. No, it's not a record label for black heavy metal artists. No, it's called BlackRock. And they're some kind of finance company. And I went on their website and you see, it had this stupid thing that came up in front of it. Oh, we have cookies or whatever. And so I didn't want them following me and shit. So I didn't. So you couldn't really see the website. It was kind of obscured. It had like this little like almost see-through veil over it or whatever. You know, they put that shit on there. They want you to click on it so you can have access. So I could see behind it though, and I'm scrolling up and it has a picture of a guy who's working. He has like a hard hat on and with like some mud on his face. Then there's a dad holding a new baby. And then there's old people like, it's your retirement or you're starting a family or, all this 401k shit. So it's like an investment company. But judging by the pictures, it worked with like regular everyday people. You wouldn't think looking at the website like it was a huge corporation that works with countries and all these huge entities like our federal government. That by their website, it looks like they're just an investment company that wants to help the common man live a comfortable life and leave something for their kids. I'm like, wow, man, what a wholesome organization this is. But then you look at how they're partnering with Ukraine to rebuild Ukraine after the war. And I'm going to give you guys a price tag because it's important when you're getting into a project to know how much it costs. So, of course, they have a number of how much it's going to cost to rebuild Ukraine. And what country or what group or whatever is going to be the first one to break their neck getting to the front of the line to give Ukraine more money? I'll give you a hint. It starts with a U and ends with an A. Here we go. So it says, let me read the headline for you. Zelensky agrees to Ukraine rebuild investment with BlackRock CEO. There's some pictures here too, so I'll share those with you so you can have the same images that I do. I want to share this experience with you guys. I want to share it so you guys can get just as angry as me. Here we go. There he is. There he is right there. That's America's prized possession right there. Vladimir Zelensky. Okay. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink. Isn't Fink like an insult? Like somebody who's untrustworthy? Larry Fink and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky agreed to coordinate investment efforts to reconstruct Ukraine during a video conference this week. Coordinate investment efforts. That makes it sound like Ukraine has something to invest. And if Ukraine did have money to invest in its rebuilding, then why the fuck isn't it paying for its own war? Anyway, Zelensky's office made the announcement on Wednesday. It came after Ukraine's economic ministry signed a memorandum of understanding in November with BlackRock to provide advisory support for designing an investment framework. So they're just advising. We're just going to be here. We're going to be standing in the background, just whispering little things in here. Maybe you should do this. Maybe you should do that. Vladimir Zelensky and Larry Fink agreed to focus in the near term on coordinating the efforts of all potential investors and participants in the reconstruction of our country, channeling investment into the most relevant and impactful sectors of the Ukrainian economy, a readout of the call from Zelensky's office stated. Let's read that one more time. Vladimir Zelensky and Larry Fink agreed to focus in the near term on coordinating the efforts of all potential investors. Those are the two words right there. Potential investors. Who do you think are going to be the potential investors in rebuilding Ukraine? Us. I'm right. I'm representing America. It's going to be us. Asshole. Zelensky previously spoke with Fink in September, and Kiev also indicated some Kiev, who the fuck is that? And indicated some BlackRock leaders will visit Ukraine next year. Of course, they got to see the site where they're going to be rebuilding. What do we got going on here? BlackRock spokesman Mark Bubeck deferred comment to the company's announcement of the memorandum of understanding last month. Well, that is nice. Russia's invasion of Ukraine entered its 11th month over the weekend, and Ukraine has signaled hope for a peace summit by the end of February. A peace summit. So you're going to have a summit with Russia, with Putin, to squash all this? Ukraine has suffered widespread damages in cities across the country, and Russia in particular has targeted Ukraine's energy infrastructure in recent weeks as colder temperatures arrived at the start of winter. But what about climate change and global warming? I guess it skipped over Eastern Europe. The Kiev School of Economics. Here you go, guys. You ready? Here's your chance. If you're operating heavy machinery, power it down. If you're driving, pull over. If you're holding a baby or something else valuable, put it down. Here's your chance because you're about to pass out when I tell you this, okay? The Kiev School of Economics in November estimated the damages amounted to $135.9 billion. So $136 billion to rebuild Ukraine. You got it, guys. $136 billion to rebuild Ukraine. Now, I need to ask you guys a question here, okay? Whenever there's a budget for something needs to be rebuilt, I'll mention the high-speed rail system in California. We had a few years ago, they were finally going to get it done. They were done talking about it. We were finally going to break ground and start building this shit that we should have had a long time ago. And the budget was, let's say, $100 billion. Well, pretty soon that got inflated to 150, 200, 300 billion. It keeps going up. So what do you think is going to happen with this? You have the federal government involved. Jericho, what do you mean? It's Ukraine and BlackRock. Who mentioned the federal government? Don't be ridiculous. The federal government is involved. Where do you think former BlackRock executives work now? Where do you think? They're in our Treasury Department. One of the former BlackRock executives is second in charge in our Treasury Department. There's another one in the Biden administration as well. There's a few of them working in the Biden administration. So hold up a second. Hold on. Room 13. There's no coupon big enough for this one. So you have a country that we've given over $100 billion to help them fight. I guess in February they're going to have a summit. So the war is coming to an end soon because they're already talking about rebuilding. So Ukraine gets in bed with this company called BlackRock, this investment company. They're going to be advising them. And people from BlackRock work for the country that's giving Ukraine the most money. No, guys, this isn't a live stream about movie scripts. This is real. So our federal government is giving Ukraine billions of dollars. They hook up with this company to help them talking about the rebuild. And the people, some of the people that work for the rebuild, the company that's going to advise them on the rebuild, work for our federal government who was giving them money in the first damn place. So, of course, it's $136 billion. That's some bullshit. Okay, that's just a starting point. You better believe that's going to get inflated. And who in the fuck is going to be the first one to, I'll go to the front of the line and give you all your fucking money to rebuild it. I'll do it. No, you other countries, get the fuck out of my way. I want to be the first stupid son of a bitch to pay for everything. Who do you think it's going to be? It's going to be us. It's been us. These other countries, Europe, some of these European countries and shit, you ain't giving no fucking money to Ukraine. You're giving pennies compared to what we've given. We've given them over $100 billion. The next one in line is giving them like 6. So we're paying for it, just like we always fucking do. So we're the first ones in line to break our necks to pay for their war. And we're going to be the first ones in line to break our necks to pay for their rebuild. Man, that shit is sick. Ingrid De La Rosa. That's right, señorita. MAGA. You know what Trump would say to this shit. You know what Trump would say. Trump would say, look here, bitch. You other countries over here suckling from our teat. You put in money. You put in money first. You pay for this shit. That's right, RJJ. Man, what the fuck? Yeah, Lance Miller, globalist profit scheme. But is it a scheme when you're doing it out in the open and you don't give a fuck? Because scheme, it's kind of sneaky, underhanded, subversive. We don't want you to know. We're hiding. They ain't hiding. They came out and said, we're going to help Ukraine as long as we need to. Well, it's easy for you to spend other people's money, you son bitch. Why are we the first ones to pay for some bullshit? Why don't you hang back, Sloppy Joe? Let somebody else pick up the tab. Let somebody else break ground on this bullshit, on this massive Ponzi scheme. That is so, of course we're going to pay to rebuild this fucking country 6,000 miles away that we don't care about. We don't care about me and you. We don't care about me in the comment section. We don't care. Me and the viewers of this, we don't care. But the federal government does. What the fuck else are going to launder all their money? We give it to Ukraine. Ukraine gives it to them, and then they give it back to us. That FTX bullshit. We're giving billions to Ukraine. Ukraine's giving billions to that funny-haired, ugly-looking son of a bitch from FTX, and then he's giving it back to the Democrats via campaign donations. Boy, oh boy, I tell you, these are some slick motherfuckers, man. Slick. Captain Tight Pinkman. Zelensky got a good return on his money with the big guy. Fool should have asked for 35%. Hey, they're not done. We're not done paying for this. We're not done siphoning billions of dollars into Ukraine. We're not done. Third proverb, thank you. Retired USN from Seattle, living in VA. You so remind me of one of my best friends in the Navy. Levy from New York. Shout out to you, Shipwreck. Thank you for your service in the world's finest Navy. Find me one better. You can't. I remember we had 2 Italian officers on our ship, and they were blown away that we didn't serve beer with meals. They said they were allowed to have 1 beer per meal in their Navy, and they were allowed to have goatees and shit. We can't have that in the U.S. Navy or U.S. military. And I remember we did this, this war games thing where we had all these different ships from around the world, all these different NATO navies met up with us in a certain theater, and we were doing all these war games and stuff. And they would have a plane flying, trailing a drone behind it, and we would shoot at it with the Sea Whiz, the 20 millimeter Gatling guns and shit. And I remember seeing the other ships, and I used to know our aircraft carriers, they're flat, but that some of the Navy ships had them like a ramp. It was like a skateboard ramp. Like the planes would fly, and there was like a ramp, and they would just go up, into the sky. It was so fucking weird. I remember looking at all those ships thinking, God, we're so much better. And we are. H.G. Wells, real men matter, JG. Yeah, for sure. Family. It's what it's all about. Yeah, Rex Rocker. It is kind of funny. Now, back when I was in, it wasn't like that. But yeah, he said you can get a sex reassignment in the military, but God forbid you grow hair or have a beard. You got to draw the line somewhere, Rex Rocker. Rome 13. Yeah, I should have said Gatling gun. I should have said a 20 millimeter minigun. So I think a Gatling gun has to be. It's operated by. You have to like crank the handle. Oh, let's see. What the fuck is the difference? Maybe I was right. But you don't want to be on the business end of that 20 millimeter Sea Whiz. I don't give a fuck what you're made out of, how big you are. You are dead. Gatling gun. I don't remember the guy's name, but Gatlin, the guy who invented that gun. Gatling gun. Let's see what the fuck is it? So I guess technically it is because it says a Gatling gun. The Gatling gun is a rapid-firing, multi-barrel firearm invented in 1861. So it is a Gatling gun because it is a multi-barrel firearm. What movie was that? Was it Josie Wales? What Clint Eastwood movie was that where they had the Gatling gun on the back of that wagon? They were just fucking tearing shit up. And I think it was shooting like 44s. Big old bullets just fucking shit up. Damn. Joe Kurt says some UK ships have a slope deck. It just looks weird, man. Looks weird. Oscar Gonzalez, you'll shoot your eye out. Well, with a Gatling gun, you'll probably shoot your whole body out. You'll shoot your body out. Just fuck everything up. Yeah, Rex Rocker, 810 Warthog. And that thing, the 810 Warthog is built around that gun. It's something 35 millimeter Vulcan cannon or something like that. It's built around that. It's not, the plane is just an afterthought. It's all about that gun. And that gun, when they shoot it, the plane fucking backs up. Like, it's that fucking powerful. Yeah, you don't want to fuck with those. And again, it doesn't matter what you're in. I'm in a tank. I'm safe. No, you're not. I'm inside an armored. It doesn't matter. The bullets are so damn big. 75 rounds a second. You ain't surviving shit. You ain't surviving shit after that. Yeah, Lord German Husbando, the recoil's crazy. The plane actually goes backwards in the air. So when it shoots. And anything on the ground, you're fucked. The tank killers. That's what they do. And they're built to take a beating too. Yes, Tammy A. A10 will definitely blow your lung out. Yes, yes, it will. Yes, it will. It will blow your lung completely out of your body. That is true. Gerg C, excuse me. I was 10 and was on a Tiger cruise from Seattle to San Diego shooting the 50 cal off the deck at bags of trash. It was one of the best memories of my life. Yeah, we had a Tiger cruise when I was in the Navy, and we shot I don't think we shot we shot the 50s, but they weren't allowed to shoot them. But we shot the 50s, and then we shot the Sea Whiz too. And you have to wear double ear protection. You got to put the plugs in your ear, and then you have the earmuffs over that. And I mean, it's loud as fuck. You've never heard anything as loud as that standing near one of those. I mean, it's and you had people still covering their ears through double ear protection because they're not used to hearing that shit. But I mean, it's fuck. It's the loudest thing in the world. But it will make blood flow to your penis when it's shooting. It will. Rome 13, 50 cal, good. Googa Mooga. Yeah, that's another gun. A 50 cal. I don't know if you could be behind anything to save you. That Ma Deuce ain't no joke. Fucking shit up. Oh, DJ John T, I missed it. My bad, man. He said you missed my last super, Jericho. I'm leaving now. Oh, okay. That's it. It's over. I'm going to give my wife some love. Love you guys. This is the best stream. You're right about that. Hey, yeah, man. Forget about us. Get over there and love that woman down. Ooh, anniversary night's a vibe. There's something in the air. It's kind of like when you're a kid and it's Friday night. It's just a vibe, something different. Anniversary? Ooh, somebody's going to do something weird. Do it. Get alone somewhere. Turn those lights down or off. You guys want to feel around, whatever you want to do. You guys want to braille it, whatever. Turn them lights down, turn them off, get alone, and get fucking weird. That's what keeps marriages spicy. That's what keeps them alive. You need to fuck as much as possible. Healthy sex life is indicative of a happy marriage. Because you ain't going to be fucking a lot and be upset in your marriage. It's impossible. I think what it was, I missed some supers when I was reading the article because I can't see the screen here. Hammered Down Protocol 2049. Wasn't that the year of what's that one? It was a remake of the Harrison Ford movie, Blade Runner. The new one was Blade Runner 2049, right? I didn't watch it, man. I'm not big on Ryan Gosling. I like some of his shit. But it was like 3 hours long. I was like, who the fuck wants to sit here and watch a 3-hour movie? Anyway, Hammered Down Protocol 2049. I thank you for the £5. Keep fighting the good fight and keep us chuckling. All the best from Northern England. The bit that visiting Americans never visit. Yeah, I think American tourists, or probably tourists in general, stick to the, Londons and shit like that, all the real popular places. It's like here in America. Most people go to New York, San Francisco, when they go somewhere, they go to the big spots. But what part of the Northern England? So, do you guys talk like that in Northern London, Northern England? Or you're more like, the real posh? I don't know. I got to get my English accents, the regions. Got to get those down. What you gonna do? Forgive me, Hammered Down. I have fun with those British accents. I love it. Anybody else celebrating an anniversary soon? Huh? Gonna mess around and make your family bigger. Wife's gonna be like, oh, I don't feel good. I've been sick the last few mornings. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You know what that means. Fuck it. That's what we need to be doing. We need to make more American babies. We need more American babies in the world. So get to work, people. DJ John T. I found it. I had to watch Digital Underground yesterday because of you yesterday. I love it. Yeah, man. I'm doing it, baby. Just grab them in the biscuits. I'm telling you, you cannot listen to Humpty Dance and not be happy. I mean, I do the Humpty Hump. That song and the beat, I do rear. No problem, Lord German Husbando. Knob cheese. You're being a real knob cheese. Teo Mestis, Nick Cannon is doing his job. Yeah, that fucking turd making enough kids for everybody. And I can't stand how people. Wait. Hold up. Adam Smith, JG going to have one in September after being late to the show earlier this week. No, I won't be having any more. That don't mean I won't practice. But what the fuck was I about to say? Oh yeah, Nick Cannon. So I hate when people act like there's nothing wrong with what he's doing simply because he's rich. Simply because he's rich, it's okay that he has 11 children by like 10 different women. And there was this thing on one of those fucking just, if you could take a frothy homeless shit and turn it into a website, it would be the Shade Room or Hollywood Unlocked. And on there, they're just, oh, Nick Cannon. Quote from Nick Cannon: I was running around all day trying to see my kids on Christmas. Yeah, you stupid motherfucker, because you got 11 kids spread around the damn state. And they act like nothing's wrong with it. They're just celebrating. Isn't that cool? Look at this cute little baby. Oh, Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon has 11 children out there with no fucking father. You think that kid's going to cuddle up to a stack of money and cry itself to sleep? No. It's going to wonder where its daddy is. And it's going to wonder why when daddy comes around, he always hits a timer. Because there's not enough time in the day for you to spend enough time with 11 fucking kids, especially when they're not the same place. Nick Cannon is a deadbeat dad. I don't give a fuck how much money you have. It's about the time you give your kids. Brian King B. Falcon, 12. He has 12 kids. The fuck, man? I don't care how much money you got. Those kids don't want your money. They want your time. They want your influence and your lessons. That's what they want. Gert C., who is Nick Cannon? Man, I'm not even going to tell you. Don't even open yourself up to that shit. Be glad you don't know who that fucking idiot is. Be glad. I wish I could switch places with you and not know who he is. But your kids don't give a damn about your money. Yeah, you want to give them a nice life. You want to give them the things that they need. But if you could ask those kids, do you want to trade? Do you want money or do you want the presence of your father? They would want the presence of their father. They'd need that. Fire mission, blame the women. Them too. The women are disgusting whores. You know this fool got babies everywhere, and you're going to lay down and let him go inside of you so he can abandon your child too, you sick bitch. They're disgusting too. You know this man ain't shit, but it's a meal ticket. It's not about the baby. You're not creating life to nourish this child and raise them. You're not doing that. She just wants a meal ticket. There's all kinds of sick bitches out there that think it's okay to have a baby on your own by some rich guy and raise it on your own. Huh? How's that money coming into play when your dumbass has to wake up in the middle of the night because your baby won't stop crying, you stupid hoe, and you have nobody to hand it off to because you just wanted a meal ticket? Disgusting. They should hold Nick Cannon down and give him a vasectomy, and then hold those women down and give them a hysterectomy so they don't do nothing reckless with their vagina again. Stupid ass hoes. Look at the statistics. 70% of incarcerated people come from single parent homes. Your money don't mean shit. Oh, cool, Nick Cannon. Oh, another cute baby. Fucking idiots. Oh my goodness. That section of society makes me sick. I wish we could carve them out and set them adrift in the ocean. Are you filthy hot girl summer bitches? Remember what I said? A hot girl summer will give you a lonely bitch winter. Man, I should have been looking for a man when I was out the club dropping it like it's hot. Yeah, you sure should have. Because now all your friends and shit, they got kids and families, and they're sending your dumbass Christmas cards with their family on it, matching sweaters, and you're sending them a Christmas card with you and your fucking 12 cats. I don't need a man. I don't want no kids. Shut up. Shut your dumb ass up and stop lying to me. I don't care if you lie to yourself, but don't lie to me. I don't need a man. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Rome 13, good point. Those are 11 girls who never considered abortion. Their body, their choice, right? Their body, they made the right choice, just with the wrong man. Fucking sick, man. Sick. Gross, man. Careless. Out of wedlock birth rate went from 75 to 80%. No thanks to Nick. The black out of wedlock birth rate. That's some sick shit, man. And they think the money's going to fix it. Hold on, where is it? Damn comment. But somebody asked, was it 11 different women? No, I think it was less than that because I know he has 2 with Mariah Carey. So some of them bitches he has more than 1 kid with. Mariah Carey, I take her out of that because they were married when they had their kids. They just ended up getting divorced. So I removed Mariah Carey from my rant. The rest of you skanks, you stay right where you are. J954, thank you again. Not married, but I met my Anna on New Year's Eve 2017. I love her. Good for you. Find love where you can. What's up, Anna? Make sure you guys are together and do weird shit to each other at the stroke of midnight, okay? Okay. Lance, hey, man, I wouldn't mind seeing that happen. Oh, man. Lord German Husbando, yes, humans are stupid. So stupid. We're the most disgusting, foul, evil scourge this planet has ever seen. I bet the planet's man, I wish I could get rid of you, dirty motherfucker. You sick bastards. I wish I could just shake you off. Oh, man. Girk C says, my fridge has my best friend's family cards on it and his wife and 2 boys. Yeah, man, if you made it. You made it to the fridge? You're up there with the kids' artwork and shit and the magnet letters. You made it, man. Not everybody gets on the damn fridge. Not everybody makes it up there. That makes it to the heights of the fridge. Snowman Zion, Trump, Tate 2024. Man, what a ticket that would be. What a ticket that would be. So, yeah, I want to talk about Andrew Tate and his brother were arrested. His brother Tristan. So Andrew and Tristan Tate were arrested on human trafficking charges. Now, Andrew Tate has been in the limelight for a while. You know, his being on people's podcasts and all these different clips. We've all seen them online. It doesn't matter what the algorithms are on your feed. You've seen some Andrew Tate shit, especially if you're conservative and you're not down for the bullshit. So he was arrested in Romania by Romanian officials or by Romanian law enforcement for human trafficking. So what I don't understand is, why now? He's been in the limelight for a long time. People know who he is for a long time. Why now? Was the beef with Greta, that ugly little Swedish girl? Was that the tipping point? Was that the straw that broke the camel's back? I don't understand. Why would you arrest them now? And human trafficking, him and his brother have a website where his brother manages women on OnlyFans. And OnlyFans is only online, so it's an online thing. It's not mail order brides and shit. It's like a porn site basically. You go in there and see titties and feet, whatever you're into, and he manages those girls. They have their sites. They give him a percentage and whatever the fuck. So I don't understand where the human trafficking comes in, but you can rest assured that it's bullshit, and hopefully he'll be out of it. And he's talked about this before, how this is the process. This is going to happen. Then they're going to cancel you. Then they'll arrest you, and if they can't keep you in prison, they'll kill you. And I hope he doesn't get killed. That's fucking terrible. But I hope he has a legal team and the means to get out of this, because that's bullshit. This dude wasn't in no fucking human trafficking. He's out here speaking truth. He's out here telling people what they need to hear. And even more so, and what pisses them off even more is that he's telling men the truth. He's telling men, this is what you need to demand from yourself, and this is what you need to demand from your woman, meaning what kind of woman you look for. A woman that's going to add value to your life and give you a peaceful home and be loyal to you. And in return for that, you need to be a good man. You need to provide. You need to be upstanding. And you need to protect her. So it's not just her. She's not in there barefoot in the kitchen, pregnant, making hot meals and giving me a cold fucking beer. The man also has to provide something. You need to be a good man. You need to be a quality, high value man, and not just your money. You need to be a man of character. So he's telling all this shit, and he's telling young men. He's telling the young men who are caught up in this bullshit, this generation of being told that you're bad because you're a man. You're toxic. You're poison. You're a piece of shit. You're nothing. You're a mansplainer. You're a misogynist. You're horrible. So he's telling this man, that's bullshit. You need to demand more of yourself and give more to the world. What's wrong with that? No, Rome 13. I'm not giving out beers. I'm talking about cold beer. No beer here, young lady. Are you even old enough, Rome 13? Are you over 21? But anyway, that's what pisses them off. That's what they're mad at. They could give a shit if the Tate brothers are trafficking humans. They don't care. They could walk in there to arrest him and see 9 dirty-faced 8-year-old girls shivering in the basement. They don't care about that. They care about the message that you're sending. They care about him undoing the work that they've done to destroy men. That's what they care about. Because what do we know? What did I say yesterday? And I've said it before. In order to get to the thing of value, in order to get inside of Fort Knox to all that gold, you have to get past the guards. And in life, the guards are men. We protect society. We protect our homes. We protect the women and children. The men are the ones wedging themselves down in a fucking well to get this stupid dog that fell in there the second time this week. Men are the protectors. So that's why his message is so bad, and that's why his message is poison to them. Rome 13 says, I've turned 21 a couple times, okay? Just making sure I didn't want to be contributing to the delinquency of a minor. But that's horrible. That's why they're going after Andrew Tate and his brother. I don't fucking know him. I know him as well as you have. I've seen their clips and stuff, but you can tell when somebody's telling the truth. When somebody is lying, it's painfully obvious. Painfully. And whether they believe it or not, whether they live it or not, is not the point. What they're saying is true. It's true. Just like Lily Von Stupp said in Blazing Saddles when she unzipped the sheriff's pants. It's true. It's true. What they're saying is true. And you can't be empowering these young men, and you can't be getting this next generation ready for war because that's not what they want. They don't want strong men. They want weak men. They want weak, pussy-fied, soft handshake, deep V-neck men. They want granola-headed dirt fucker men. They want men that wear pussy hats. They want the men that say, my pussy bites back too. I've seen men like that in real life. They had a women's march near where I used to work, and there's a guy that came down there wearing a pink pussy hat and a t-shirt that says, my pussy bites back. Those are the men that they want. That's who they want. Yes, Ingrid, betas. They want weaklings that are easy to move around and easy to herd where they want them to go. But the Tate brothers are saying, no. Yeah, Rome 13. I'm so tired. Tired of playing the game. It's true. What they're saying is true. And they can't have that shit. They can't carry out their mission if you have strong men roaming around. That shit is horrible. So again, I hope Joe Kurtz, another Schnitzengruben, he said 13 Schnitzengruben is my limit, baby. You are making a German spectacle of yourself. Exactly, Lance Miller. Or is it Iantz? No, it's not. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know if that's a lowercase L. Oh yeah, the M's lowercase. I'll say Lance. Lance Miller. They want men that steal suitcases in the airports and wear a dress. Yeah, they want Rachel Levine. They want what's that freak nasty with sticky fingers? Sam Brinton. They want Chocolate Patty. You know, the little White House press secretary, Chocolate Patty. That's what I call her. They want her. That's what they want. They want weirdos. They want the Pete booty gauges. Yeah, Teo Message, Trudeau. He's the king of the deep. That's what they want. They want a bunch of Trudeaus, a bunch of soft-spoken pussies. And what the message the Tate brothers are putting out there flies in the face of that, and they cannot and will not have it. They shan't. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Doc Lolo, Pete Booty Judge. Yeah. I think that's hilarious if you're a gay dude and booty is in your last name. Am I the only one? So, yeah, the whole world's going to be watching to see how this plays out. And hopefully those guys, Charles Barker, what about Peppermint Patty? She was the last one. What's her name? Saki, Miss Circleback. So the new one is Chocolate Patty, since they call her Peppermint Patty. But I can't wait to see how this plays out, and I hope those guys are free soon, because that's bullshit. Romania? I didn't know you had laws in Romania. I didn't even know they had rules and laws in fucking Romania. Zoot suit cooter. Hey, girl, sure a nice cooter you got there. He says Vaseline Pete. What do you mean by that? Oh, I get it. Yeah. Oh man, J954 Beto's a simp too. Yeah, Beto O'Rourke. Hell yeah, I'm gonna take your AR-15s and your AK-47s. No, you ain't. You jumbled two son of a bitch. No, you're not. I call him Phony Hawk because he looks like Tony Hawk if he took up a shooting heroin instead of skateboarding. Okay, Chozo Ghost says, I heard they were released without charge already, but that may have just been someone predicting that that's what will happen. Okay, let's see. I hope you're right. That'd be fucking great. Tate released. So, as of 57 minutes ago, according to the great and truthful CNN.com, controversial internet personality Andrew Tate and his brother detained for a month in Romania. Okay. Authorities in Romania said police served search warrants on Thursday at five homes and took 4 suspects into custody, 2 Britons and 2 Romanians, as part of the investigation. What the fuck is a Briton? Britain? Like Britons? Like British people? I don't fucking know. Romania's Director of Investigating Organized Crime and Terrorism, the DIICOT, said the 4 suspects had been detained for an initial 24 hours. A Bucharest court accepted an application by the DIICOT to hold Tate and his brother Tristan in custody for a further 30 days, their lawyer Eugene Vidaniuk said on Friday. Said the decision would be appealed. From our perspective, there are no grounds for taking the most drastic preventative measures provided by the Criminal Procedure Code, he added, according to Reuters. So the DIICOT alleged that 4 suspects formed an organized crime group that stretched from Romania to Britain and the United States for the purpose of committing the crime of human trafficking. The authorities allege that 2 of the suspects misled the victims into believing that they were intended to enter into a marriage/cohabitation relationship while transporting victims to Romania and later sexually exploiting them with physical violence and coercion. Authorities said that one of the suspected suspects raped a victim on 2 separate occasions in March of 2022. At least 6 victims were allegedly sexually exploited by the organized crime group, the DIICOT said. On Thursday, the DIICOT, the DICOT, that's what I'm going to call them, DICOT released an edited, grainy, sometimes out of focus video purportedly showing the raids. A man can be seen being patted down by police. It's unclear who is being detained in the video. So on Friday, Andrew Tate tweeted from his verified account, "The Matrix sent their agents." Wow. So they're being accused of textbook human trafficking. These women were told, "Oh, you're going to be a mail order bride," and they took them and did other shit to them instead, and they trafficked them across the world. So let's see. Big Lebowski says Andrew got swatted, no real charges. And what it means to get swatted is when somebody calls the SWAT team on you for no reason. Like, what's his name? Tim Pool had it happen to him. Somebody called and said, I heard gunshots and screams from the house. And so the cops show up, a SWAT team shows up, kicks your door in and shit. It's happened like in some of his live streams. Cohabitation, username, cohabitation. It's living together. So they were told, you're going to marry this man or you're going to live with him and be his bride or whatever. And then they were like, psych. And then raped him and sexually assaulted him and shit, is what they're saying. I don't know. Brian King B. Falcon, arrest Pedo Joe for human trafficking. Nah, why would they do that? That might actually do something to the human trafficking ring. Rex Rocker says Tim Pool has had it happen to him like 17 times. That's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Invalid account. You can't marry men in Romania, can you? Dude, and that's so funny. I just don't think of Romania as a country of having, like it says, a warrant and all this official shit going on. I always think of Romania as being kind of lawless. Am I wrong? I don't know. I've never been there. Junior Rivera, money, that's all. I don't know, maybe they pay off the right people, this shit will go away. I don't know, man, but it's just fucked up that this would happen. Again, I don't know the Tate dude, never met him, never talked to him. I only see what you see, the clips, interviews, and all that kind of shit. And what they're saying is true. Now, deep down inside, are they fucking monsters and they're running this shit? Could be. Anything's possible. We are talking about humans. Yeah, Sue Sabuburo says Romania is communist. Exactly. So how do you have all this official warrants and stuff, this whole structure and laws, and it just doesn't seem like that's how Romania goes. So damn, Tate brothers will definitely be keeping an eye on this one. I think the whole world is just see what the fuck happens. And if they thought that he was a problem and they hated what he did and his message and what him and his brother are saying and shit, well then once they're all done with this and if all this shit is cleared and the charges are dropped and all that stuff, what do you think that's going to do to him? What do you think they're going to be like after that? What do you think they're going to be like after that? What do you think they're going to come out saying after that? You've just thrown gasoline on their fire. If those dudes, when they get cleared of this shit and they're back doing their thing and they're back online and everything, fuck, you guys just made it worse in their eyes. Sean, you're right. Go Navy, world's finest. Rest of the world's navies are just wannabes. Rex Rocker, I don't care who the person is, even if I hate their guts. Swatting is unacceptable. And if you do that and you are caught, you should go to jail for attempted murder, for sure. Because something could happen. They come in, you make a move, boom, they pop your ass. They don't know what the fuck you're going to do. It's fucked up. If you call SWAT on somebody, if you SWAT someone, you should get the same sentence that they would get if they were convicted of what you said they were doing. If you call them and said there's a gun in there or someone's screaming, they're hurting somebody, then you should be brought up on charges of discharging a firearm inside of a residence or whatever the fuck there is. That's how you stop that shit. That's how you stop women from making false accusations of rape and sexual assault. If we find out you're lying, you serve the sentence that he would have served if he got convicted of rape or sexual assault. You will stop that shit immediately. Chozo Ghost. Let's not forget that Romania was one of the first countries to so openly oppose communism that they literally had Nicole, I can't pronounce that last name, executed. Exactly. You're not going to see this structure like we have here in a communist country. I just don't see that. This is fucked up. Oh yeah, Kenneth Jackson, Jericho. Is there a city in Romania called Transylvania? Yeah, that's where Dracula came from. I want to suck your blood. If they had it their way, Dracula would be like, I want to suck your dick. H.G. Wells, man, wish Big Black was going Velvet right now. Oh, what was that character? That was his stripper character, right? That's funny. Wow, that's weird, man. That's very weird. That's fucked up. But it's a good thing that he knew it was coming. So I'm sure they've made preparations for this, their legal team and all that kind of stuff. So shout out to the Tate brothers. You guys ever want to come on here? Let me know. I'll talk to you. That dude's funny, man. He be saying, okay, I played the thing he was talking about yesterday, how women being promiscuous is a turnoff to a man. You can smell it on him. It's disgusting. And I'm talking about long-term shit. You just want to fucking and a chick. Well, yeah, hoes are perfect for that. But you want to build something for real? No, that's disgusting. You're going to be bringing up these worn-out meat flaps up in here. I can't even get in. It's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway, girl. I don't want that shit. I want that beat-up roast beef. You better get that shit out of here. What a live stream this was, huh? What a live stream it was. You talk about an active comment section. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Friday, work week's over. You did it. Shout out again to DJ John T in Sweden, yeah, with his beautiful wife. 12 years in the married game. He's probably not even here to hear it. He's probably there making the bed squeak. Good for you. JG Finnegan, I'd like to see JJ Finnegan, excuse me. I'd like to see JG be a guest on Crowder. Oh, hell yeah. I think I would fit in great with those guys. They're hella funny. Those dudes are hella funny. Yeah, anybody can hook that up, do it. That'd be great. You were great. I was great. We were great. Say it with me, damn it. You know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit your notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net and MyGreenGear.com. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm